Hi everybody, welcome to kdmoonchild's world, and I'm Katie. This is Saturday Solutions. You don't want to see what I look like today, considering I got up kind of late and we're just doing this very quickly. So no face shot today. Anyway, I love you guys. Hey, I'm glad you're here. And so that we can dive into the events of the week. Oh my. And see what kind of guidance we can get, what we might need as far as help, please, and some solutions to the struggles and what we've been going through all week long. So, what do you say we get started with this? Oh, before I do, a couple of announcements. I'll remind you again at the end of the video. On the 1st of April, I am starting a series. Every single day there's a short little video and a task to do or an exercise. Very simple, very fun, very easy, and it's called the 31-Day Mindfulness Challenge. I am so excited to be bringing this to you. Yeah, it's something that helps us to be a little more aware and mindful of our lives and our surroundings and just the simple things in life. Stop us and let us smell the roses, you know? Anyway, join me the month of April. Every single morning, there will be a little video with a new card with a task for you to do. Halfway through, which is right about the 17th, I'm planning a live stream to do that evening. And then we'll go right back into more videos to finish it up. And at the very end, I'm going to do a live stream on a date we all decide works best for us. And it's also we can discuss what we learned in this, because what was shown to you and what was shown to the person next to you aren't necessarily the same, but yet we all can learn from it. So I thank you very much. Let's get started on this reading. Quit dilly-dallying and yammering. Anyway, this is for entertainment purposes only. It's for our enjoyment. Okay? So let's us begin. The majority of these cards are from Colette Baron Reid. These and these are from Colette Baron Reid. We have Mystical Shaman, which is the direction of the West. It is our sunset. It is our current position. This is the position of the West. This is the sunrise and the promise of a new day. This also represents our goals, hopes, and dreams. This is the Hidden Realms deck. Oh, sorry, this was the Shamanic Dreams deck. This is the Hidden Realms deck. It is going to give us a little push, some guidance on what we need to know about crossing the valleys in the south, the lowlands in the south, or possibly even crossing the lower world. But this is also a message from Mother Earth, from Gaia. And up here in the north, we have the mountain. This, obviously, both this one and this one can be have major obstacles hidden in them. Not quite so hidden in the mountain. All depends on how you decide to tackle this mountain. Is it going to be something you go through, around, over, or are you just going to obliterate it out of your way? That's what this card is going to tell us. Now, out here, we have the Magical Times Empowerment cards. This is by Jody Bergsma, and this card is our message from Spirit for us to help us get through this mess. And after we get our message from Spirit, we get an affirmation card over here, which is from the Happier Me deck. And I'm pleased to be showing it here today. And finally, we will be finding out what our animal companions have for us. They always have advice for us. We just definitely ignore it. In this reading, we don't ignore it. We pay attention to it. So, are you ready to start? I sure am. Let's do this. Let's begin with our current position, where we are today, and what are we feeling at this current moment? Yeah, we get the Moon card. A 10 card. We're starting at the end of the cycle. We had a full moon eclipse this week. I don't know about you, but that ushered in a lot of interesting and weird energy for me. And this card is telling us, don't worry about what's behind you. Don't look behind your back. Because what is coming in the front is going to take all your attention. So stop looking back into the past. Let it go. Let it go. We're all absorbed in the lunar eclipses and the bits of the lunar cycle that maybe we didn't quite get a deadline met. Maybe that deadline is something that can be pushed out. You don't need to stress over. So the moon is here to tell us. The moon is saying this is the end of the cycle. It begins in this eclipse season, and you will really feel it on the solar eclipse on April 8th. Are you ready for that? I most certainly am. It's also telling us that we are in the middle of a turbulent time, in case you didn't know it. And everything is changing before us, in front of us, beside us, behind us, just as fast as the lunations of the moon. The lunar cycle rules this earth and everything on it. Sorry, I just had a sneezing fit. Everything is blooming around here. We have lots of pollen in the air. And it's tickling my nose. I apologize. Okay. So, we got the lunar cycle, the moon, for this current situation. It's appropriate that it be in the sunset position. Why do we move on? It's also, like I said, it's a 10 card, so it is a end of a cycle. It's the completion and renewal card. Let's see, where do we want to be this week? Yes, and I don't read these. This particular card I do not read in reverse or medicine position. We get the stars in the sky with limitless possibilities. Is that you sitting on that bridge connecting to the cosmos? I know it sure is me. Look at that card. Interesting, no moon. Just your light and starlight. This card is for all the star seeds. It is a 6 card. It's about harmony, cooperation, and healing. This is your job now. Harmony, cooperation, and healing. This is where we want to be instead of everything constantly changing. We want the control of limitless possibility. Over here, we feel like we are totally out of control, so much so we have to keep watching behind our back for stuff. This is telling us to relax and enjoy the moment. Meditate. Find your bliss, find your joy, find your quiet space Find your bridge between you and spirit, you and the universe. Your personal bridge, not what someone else tells you. You know your heart, but you gotta pay attention to it to know it. Okay? If you're wondering why I'm pausing quite strangely, if you'll notice here on this card, there's a fruit fly. It's already fruit fly season on my table. We have a freeloader. We have a photobomber. It's okay. Anyway, how do we get from this being afraid and always looking behind our back? That's all I can say here. Because everything changes, we don't know what to expect next. So we're scared. We're afraid. We're walking in fear because we're so absorbed. Sorry. We're so absorbed in what we are going through personally, financially, physically, our bodies, our minds. It's confusing as heck, all these changes. We got this. We got this. Just change with it. Go with it, is what I'm hearing. But as star seeds, children of the stars, we do have limitless possibilities, and it's right in the palms of our hands. And it is there just simply for the asking. And that's where we want to be. Well, how do we get from being worried and always looking over our shoulder to breathing and connecting in bliss? We have to finish going through the compass. And so the next step in the compass in our journey is the valley. The message from the earth, from Gaia, from our healing wounded hearts. What does the hidden realms have to tell us? Oh, we get the Fire Prince. Look at that card. This card is about optimism and aggression. Are you an aggressive optimist? Let's see if I can get it in the right direction. There we go. Are you an aggressive optimist? We'll also notice this is a 4 card. 40. Which is all about manifestation, stability, and foundation. So you have aggressive optimism in your foundation? Sounds like a plan to me. What do you say? We find out a little bit more about this card. I'm going to check out what the book has to say. And it came out in the allied position, which is straight up and down. It says, when the Fire Prince arrives as your ally, he lets you know that he represents the invisible forces behind all manner of manifestation, and he brings you the gift of optimism. You will be rightly inspired to move forward and take confident and assertive action to reach your goal. Envisioning the path of the highest good with the optimistic outlook, the Fire Prince also brings you the gift of a miracle. Things come together as if by magic to create the reality that you seek. You have every reason to be hopeful, move forward, knowing that you have everything you need and more. Just remember to share the enthusiasm, believe in others, and be optimistic for them too. And your good fortune will multiply. Keep that fire of passion burning in you. Whatever it's for in your life, whatever you're wanting to fix or change, or just honor, this is the place to do it. The smoke climbs high from the valley. This is not an obstacle. This is an acknowledgement of what is inside you that is connected to us and everything that lives and walks the face of this earth. So in this situation, in our south, don't be afraid. If you cannot see, maybe you're in a shaded area where it's dark and you cannot see your path. Call upon your passion. Call upon the things that bring you joy. The things that raise your vibrations and make you optimistic about your future and about today. Call upon those things to get through this valley, because it is kind of a valley of fire. It's a valley of passion. What happens in passion? But fire. You're going to get all fired up in this. So all this heat from this fire down here in the south, woo! What are we going to find happening in the mountains? What do you say we make our journey towards them? We found what we were looking for in the valley. Now it is time to move on to the mountain. This is a built-in obstacle or rising. This is the only tarot card in the reading, and it is the 9 of Air, also known as the 9 of Swords. Well, in the 9 of Swords in traditional tarot, you have yourself in a self-imposed prison. You're releasing yourself from the self-imposed prison. So in the good tarot, which is what this deck is, let's see what it tells us. Shifting negative self-talk to self-compassion. From fear to possibility. This is a call to faith. Your obstacle in the mountains is with a gentle with a gentle voice and flowering voice, I tell myself that I will be okay, that I am okay, that any fear is merely false evidence appearing as real. I forgive myself because I know I am human, trying the best I can and need only call on spirit to remember that I can and will do better. As the new possibilities begin to gather in my horizon. Speak softly. That's what this card is telling you. Speak softly and walk away as you walk away from fear. As you know you are okay. You are fine. And any fear that pops up in your head is merely your bored ego looking for something to do. There's nothing going on right now that is going to end your life today. So you don't need that ego or that fight or flight response. And that's what this card is telling us. Go lightly with yourself. You are okay. And any fear that you have merely is an evidence of the unreal. It's made up in your head. Those things that you're scared of, are they actualities or are they the if game? What if? I was always taught that if you're going to go down the what if road, you better be prepared to finish it. So if you start down that what happens if, accept those things you discover happening. This is not a mountain that you have to surpass, because see her wings? She's flying over it. She is quite literally Not even looking at this mountain here as an obstacle. She is just merely spreading her wings and soaring. And that's what this card is telling us to do. Stop being afraid. Focus on the horizon and the possibilities that are beginning to collect there for you. See them? See all these possibilities out there? You have vision. You have such clarity with all these beautiful birds. Yes, you are an earthbound angel who needs to understand your limitless possibilities. So if you feel like you're being held in a prison, who has the key? Who has the key to your prison? Is that you? I would say this card is saying, yes, you're the one with the key to it. So why do you pretend that you're the victim? You're a victim of yourself. Most of us are. So soar over that obstacle as we look into the full story here. Currently, we are so feared and doubtful that we can't help but keep one half of our consciousness and focus over our shoulder. What's going on in the past? What happened in the past? We don't want it to happen again. This is where we are. We don't want to be here where it's so limited you can't hardly move. You know how strong a crick you get in your neck by constantly looking over your shoulder? We are limitless. And we create our own possibilities because we connect to each other, to the collective, and to the universe. This limitless possibility is a guarantee for everyone. It's not a promise. It's not a if you do, or if you believe a certain way, it's the only way so you can attain this limitless possibility. No, it's there for any of us. All we have to do is focus on limitless possibility, not what's limiting us or might happen from preventing the past. How do you prevent the past? It already happened. You don't want it to happen again in the future? Future's no guarantee. Future might not even happen. You might wake up tomorrow and your incarnation on this planet being over. All of a sudden. And it's time for a new contract, a new planet, and a new life. Yeah. It's the kind of way of saying you woke up in the middle of your ascension. How do we keep our passions on fire so it lights up the shadows in the lowlands, and the smoke and the heat rising help us soar over the heights of the highest mountains, lighter than air, with our wings outstretched, nothing holding us back. How do we get to there? How do we find this? I think it's time to take a look at a map, don't you? This is the Enchanted Map Deck. We will know which way to go when? Through education. Whatever that means for you in your journey, I'm hearing we all are being called to learn the new things that we're supposed to learn so that we can use them, our new abilities, in this new shifted in part of the universe. It's new. What do you want to create? How can you know what will work and what you can create if you're not educated in what works in a particular instance? If you're not an expert scuba diver, you're not going to try to dive to the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Because you know it'll squish you like a bug. Squish you in on yourself till you don't exist anymore. But without that education of knowing the pressures are so high at such depths, we wouldn't know that, would we? You dive in head first, would you? Hold your breath and go as deep as you can. Prepare yourself. Any endeavor that you're planning this week, do the necessary work in educating yourself so that you can make the appropriate decisions when being called upon. We are being observed and watched by pure spirits. With this being an 8 card, it's about accomplishment. Educate yourself on the things that you've accomplished in your life. Take a look at that. The actions that you have taken that have propelled you forward. And take a look as though you are the master sitting atop that mountain in Tibet, praying and guarding and guiding those around you. Wow. So, to get out of this way where we're looking over our shoulder all the time because of the changes that are happening so quickly, these changes are igniting our passions, which the smoke and the warmth and the excitement of our passion is raising our vibrations so that we can soar. Because of education, we can access our limitless possibilities. I don't know about you, but wow, that sounds pretty powerful. Do you feel very empowered to do all of this? I want to no longer be looking over my shoulder or hesitant of what's ahead. I am educated and I practice education. I practice meditation as well as spirit connection and connection to the collective. There's where your truth comes from. But most of all, your personal truth does not come from a fairy, wildlife, the natural world, a book. It doesn't come from a stable, hard rock. It doesn't come from the ever-changing seas or skies or moon. It comes from you. This light comes from you. You have all the answers inside you. Quit looking outside to educate yourself. Look inside. My goodness. So what do we need to know that brings us empowerment in this? And we get St. Francis of Assisi. Message from Spirit is gentleness. It's telling us that strength is gentle. True kindness has wings. Love in action endures. I have one more thing to add to that. Love is a verb. It is something we do, not have. Okay, St. Francis of Assisi, what have you got to tell us about gentleness? What empowerment affirmation do you want us to know? Tell yourself today, and anytime you need to this week, I will let kindness grow in me. I will be gentle with myself and give my soul the love it deserves. I will focus on everlasting love and let it genuinely, gently flow into the world. I am alive. My gratitude knows no bounds, and my heart now overflows with love and kindness. Say that with me. Today I will let kindness grow in me. Today I will be gentle with myself and give my soul the love it deserves. I will be gentle with myself and give my soul the love it deserves. I will focus on everlasting love and let it flow into the world. I am alive. My gratitude knows no bounds, and my heart now flows with love and kindness. And if you're flowing with love out of every orifice in your body, guess what happens? Your vibrations automatically rise, get you out of the fear mode, and get you into the faith mode, where you can feel the limitless possibilities, not just see them. They're in your hands. The peace, the joy, the bliss of the doves. St. Francis is famous for his love and care of the animals, but most of all, he is famous for categorizing God in over 100 terms. You can Google that. I'll let you. He only understood peace, bliss, kindness, and compassion. And that's how he understood God to be. He knew God was strong. He knew it's gentle. He knew it was all about agape love, which is limitless. And it's all right at our fingertips, right at the asking. So, we need another little affirmation for us, please. This is from the Happier Me deck. I am evolving every day, and I am patient with my growth. Boy, is that hard in this instant gratification world. Use it up and throw it away as fast as you can, world. Oh my goodness. This card is saying each day, I'm going to pull it out of the thing so I can read it. Each day brings new experiences. With each new experience, you grow inevitably. Maybe you are not where you want to be yet, but as babies learn how to walk, you also have to do it gradually. Be kind to yourself during this process. Put one foot in front of the other. Do not compare yourself to others either. I heard that loud and clear from Spirit. Stop comparing yourself to others. You do things your way, they do things theirs. All is accepted, and all has an effect on everyone in different ways. It is all appropriate. There is no right or wrong in how you grow. Unless you're growing backwards because you can't get your head out of looking over your shoulder. But this whole reading is telling us how we're not going to do that anymore. Right? Right? What is our message from the creatures? The creatures out there in the world. We love and honor. Even the ones that we're terrified of. Got a bug you're scared of? You like spiders? What do our therapists have to tell us? Excuse me, little bunny butt. Move out of the way. And so we can find out what the animal creatures are saying. You need to give yourself time to heal. no matter how long that ends up being. There's no rush in this. I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, you're growing and you're changing because you're doing the effort and the work. We know, Spirit knows, that it takes time. And it's going to take the time that you need to fix your trauma. We don't know what that is. So don't let anybody put any kind of pressure on you to be anything you're not ready to be before you're ready to be it. And that's what this card is telling us. My goodness, what a wonderful reading. Ignite your passion in a gentle way so that you no longer have to look over your shoulder for what might happen, because the limitless possibilities are right there at your fingertips. Just soar and ask for them. Reach to the highest point. There they are. They're inside you. Ignite that passion for education and learning new things, because it is in that is where your growth is. It's where your passion is. It's where your path is. You cannot continue forward and progress without learning new things. So don't be afraid of what's new out there. The unknown can be terrifying, but it doesn't have to be. Once you sit in the fact, you are a star seed with limitless possibilities. You guys, be gentle and kind to each other. You know, especially in this community, don't get nitpicky with each other. This is something I've learned this week in preparing for my 31 days challenge. 31 mindfulness days challenge. 31 days of mindfulness challenge. I knew I could get it out right. Anyway, what it is, I'll explain just a little bit about it, is I have a deck of cards that is this challenge. This is the cards. Each day, they come in a stack. The instructions are, do not shuffle or mix up the cards. They are designed to be taken in a particular order by a mental health professional in the United Kingdom. So, for 31 days, starting in the 1st of April, come on, we don't want to look at the smudgies, please. Will you focus? There. We will be for 31 days learning new ways to be mindful of everything, our surroundings, how we act, how we feel. And I'm in the process of making the videos. They will be every morning. They will be available for you. And I will do a live stream halfway through, which I believe is about the 17th of April. And another one on the 31st of April, so that we as a collective and as a group of a community of loving people and friends and family can discuss what we've discovered through the process. I look forward to seeing you, and in the meantime, make kindness a habit again. You know, the little things that you used to do that you didn't think twice about, like opening the door for somebody, or I know I use that every week, but that is something that you can do that doesn't offend anybody. Most people are grateful if you open the door for them. Once in a while, you come across that person who is, what, you don't think I can open the door for myself? And you get across those. Just stand there and hold the door for them and smile. Your smile can say everything that needs to be known. I love you guys. Hey, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you want to come back for more, I do it every Saturday. So to get the notifications, you're going to need to subscribe and click on that bell that says all, so you get all the notifications, especially if you want to do that challenge. so that you will know exactly when the next video pops up and is ready for you as we do them together. I love you all. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye now.